everybody! Wow, it's been so long since you've seen me. There's Dominic. Dominic is not feeling good, you guys. He's got a cold. So this video is going to be, hopefully I can make this video short.
I want to look at it.
You want me to look at a cabinet? Alright, so I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. And I'm trying to make this a labor and delivery video. I was going to vlog everything, but it didn't work out. I was in so much pain before the epidural, and during and after. And you're probably wondering, what does she mean by that? Well, I'll tell you, the epidural did not work, you guys. I delivered the Wayne without pain meds. I don't think they put the epidural in right. This was a different doctor. I've never had this doctor before. No. So, yeah. What?
I want donuts.
Donuts? I don't think we have any donuts. Do we have donuts? So, yes we do. Here, you can eat the last bit. He's been not feeling good and having troubles eating, so kind of spoiling him a little today. That's okay, he doesn't feel very well, he's got a cold. So anyways, so I go in there, I'm dilated 3 centimeters, or no, 5 centimeters, or was it 7? And I was still 30% thin, or no, 50. I went from 30 to 50 within like a week, because yeah, that's what they checked on Thursday, and then they said we're going to induce you tomorrow morning, which was Friday. So, yeah. So fast forwarding to the whole thing, they hooked me up to, well, first of all, they couldn't get an IV in. As you see, I have a bruise there, I have a bruise there, and I have a bruise, slight bruise, right there. You see, one there, and one there. So they had to put one there where that little red dot is. Okay. After they got that started, because if they couldn't get that one in, they were going to go into my arm right there. And I was like, oh God, now I don't. They called it like a pig leg or something, so I'm like freaking out about it and everything. So they got that one started, and I was so happy, but so aggravated because I didn't want it there, because I always have trouble with my arm and forget it's there sometimes until I've been in. I'm like, ow, I'm stabbing myself. So yeah, so the epidural started to work because my contractions were getting closer and stronger. I went live on my personal Facebook page so I could interact with all of my friends and family that wanted to be there, and he could not be there because they have, you know, family of their own, like they have kids and stuff. So I went live with them. They should feel special, especially if they're watching this. You guys should feel special and loved, because I did that for you guys. That I was bored. So it started to work, and then it wore off as the pain progressed, and it was hell from there. I'm not gonna lie, it was hell. When I had another contraction, okay, first of all, the doctor came in to check me. I was dilating really good. I was sitting out really good, actually, and I was not dilating. Like, I went from 50% thin to 60% thin, and I was dilated still at the 5, and they said they'd be back in an hour to check me. To see if I dilated, because I need to dilate in order to be able to push the baby out. Okay, no problem. So an hour goes by, they come in, I went from a 7, or I went from a 5 to a 7, and then I was at, you know, I was at like 75% then. So they said, okay, well, we're going to break your water and see if that'll help speed things up. Not a problem. So they break my water, and it's all gushing out and stuff, and I've never seen my fluid before when I've been induced, so I looked, because they had me in somewhat of a sitting position, and I looked, I'm like, oh wow, that's, you know, kind of neat. It was like clear with, it made me think of pee. That's all it made me think of was pee. It was yellow with clear in it. Like a clearish yellow. See-through yellow. Whatever. So they did that. Everybody left. My one nurse, Melissa, I absolutely loved her. Hilarious. Hilarious. Highlighted my night. Like, she made my night so much better. And my day so much better. Like, I love her for that. Definitely a character. So, she's like, okay, well, I'm going to have to change your bed linen. Alright, so I can't move. I can't get up. It won't let me because I got that epidural. It's the thing in my spine. So, she changed my bed linen, which she had to lay me down for all of that. And then she started setting me back up. And I said, I don't know if you want to do that yet. And she's like, why? I said, because there's more amniotic fluid and it's going to be coming out. So, she set me up anyways, because the bed can turn into, like, a chair, which is pretty freaking awesome. So, she did that, and I was like, okay, I've warned you. And she gave me a dirty look, like, we'll see. Well, guess what? She was getting ready to leave, and I said, here it comes. I started having a contraction, and here comes my fluid, my amniotic fluid. And I'm like, hey, Melissa, I told you so. I'm not even kidding. She's like, crap. Exactly what she said, crap. So I'm like, okay. She goes, it's fine. I stocked you up on the bed pads that you normally use for kids, like when they pee and stuff with the bed. I'm like, okay, good. She goes, you should be alright. We'll just change it here in a minute. And I'm like, okay. So she continues to sit me up in a sitting position. I said, you don't want to do that. She does it anyways because she has to. It's her job. She has to. And I said, Melissa, it's coming down my leg again. She goes, you're good. I got you covered. No, it's at my feet now. She looks and she goes, not even... She doesn't even pause. She just goes, shit! Had me and Jack rolling. Oh, I haven't laughed so hard. I needed it out. It was just hilarious. God, she was definitely entertaining that night. That day. And I'm glad I had her as my nurse because I wouldn't know what to do if I didn't have a cool nurse like her. And then, before that, she hit her head. Oh my God, I felt bad for her that time. I did. Sorry, I'm getting laundry out of the washer. But she literally was, since I told her this baby's going to come quick, because they gave me the Pitocin, and I got that epidural. I told her this baby's going to come quick, so you might want to stay nearby. Because if I call you, that means you have to get your ass here. So she was trying to get everything ready. Because normally when you are pushing the nurses, while you are pushing, they have other nurses, they get everything ready. And I warned her, since I was going to go quick, because all of my other kids, they came quick. And she noticed that in my file on the computer system. So she was getting everything ready before I started pushing. Smart nurse. Because, well, back to what I was actually trying to get to. There's a cabinet underneath the TV. The TV pulls out from the wall. And she forgot it was pulled out. And when she went to stand up real quick, she was in the cabinet underneath the TV. She hit her head and she goes, ow! And I was like, are you okay? She goes, yeah. She goes, I'm kind of getting used to that. I was like, kind of. She goes, you don't know how many times a day I hit my head on these TVs. And then she's like, she told me a story where she was running into the room to help deliver a child, of course, a couple weeks ago. And she said, I forgot they had the TV pulled out, and it's right there by the door. And she goes, I ran my temple in the corner of the TV. And she goes, I was seeing stars for a couple minutes. I said, well, yeah, if you ran your temple in the TV. I said, you shouldn't do that. She goes, I wasn't trying to. And we laughed. So that was kind of, yeah, the point of that story. So they got everything ready, and she leaves, and not even 5 minutes after she left, I was having a contraction, and I could feel the baby coming, and I was in so much pain, I couldn't even get on my call light to call the nurse. So I had Jack do it, and he's like, "You did," and I'm like, "No, I can't fucking move. I'm in a lot of pain." So he ends up calling. He says, "You might want to get that nurse in here. You might want to get the doctors in here." She says, "The baby's coming." He was coming. He didn't want to wait this time. He was being stubborn in the beginning. But now he wasn't. So I was having a contraction. I could feel him there. And so they were like, "Okay, yeah." They came in. They checked. His head was right there, like halfway out. Okay. Well, not halfway out. It was like halfway close to the opening. So they were like, "Okay, we're gonna start having you push." Okay, no problem. Well, they came, I forget the anesthesia people. They came in. They gave me a boost of the epidural pain med. Okay, and it lasted 10 minutes. Normally it's supposed to last a lot longer than that, but it only lasted 10 minutes. So it lasted long enough for me to push and get him close to being out. And then when it came close to him to come out, everything wore off. I was in so much pain. I was gripping the side rails. I was screaming as loud as I could. I almost lost my voice. I was crying. I was in so much pain. And I was cussing up a storm, and I kept apologizing because they would tell me, they tell you to stop, take a breather so you can still get oxygen and stuff like that and not pass out. So that's what I did. And every time they told me to stop, pushing and take a breather, I would be like, "I'm so sorry if I'm cussing, and I'm sorry about all the screaming." Like, I kept apologizing, and they were like, "You don't need to apologize. We understand you're in pain, blah, 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 blah. Just say whatever you want." Okay, so I started screaming some more and crying, and, I was in a lot more pain with him than I was with Bentley last year, but I was in a lot of pain with Bentley last year when I had him to the point where I was throwing up. This time I wasn't throwing up.
Mom.
What?
I'm full.
Okay, put this on the counter. Go put it on the counter, please. Thank you. So, so he was right there, and they said he was almost out. One more big push, and he'd be out. Well, Jack doesn't do good with a lot of blood, and I was in pain, and his heart broke. It was breaking because I was in so much pain that he literally left the room. He says, I can't see her like this, and he left. So he called his mom, and he was on the phone with her while he was out in the hall, telling her what was going on, and, that he can hear me screaming and everything, and he's like, I couldn't take it no more, I had to leave. So he left and did that, and I was telling her about that. So I was in so much pain, though. I wanted him out, and they were just like, one more push. Dominic, there's water in the fridge. I said, okay. So I did one more good push, and they said, we got to get him out. We got to get him out. And so, come on. I know the push, and he should be here. So I pushed as hard as I could, like they told me. And they were trying to get me to grab behind my knees on my legs, and I wouldn't do it. I'm like, no, not doing it. Not doing it, because I couldn't do it. I was in too much pain. And I was screaming, I said, I quote, "Get him out of me!" But a lot louder than that. It was so funny. And then after he was born, I cried. During the pushing, I was crying so hard. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't do it. I don't want to do it already. It was so funny. Like, I know what I'm saying, and I'm laughing at myself inside for being like this. But I'm so petite and so small that it hurt really bad. And for those who know me and who've been watching my videos and those who know me personally, he is my 5th kid that I've pushed out. But he is my biggest kid I've pushed out. So, I swear I was gonna die. I was expecting a really fat, like 8-pound, chubby, big-headed baby when he got out, but no, it's not what I saw. So, when he came out, we heard a pop noise, and we thought he broke his collarbone or something, but he did. They looked him over, he was good, so I thought, okay, maybe I popped a hemorrhoid. So, everything was good, I was good, he was good. I immediately was going to sleep after they had brought him out, because I was exhausted from that. So, they asked if I wanted to skin to skin. I did that all day with him. All day. I did skin to skin with him. So, yep, so I did skin to skin with him. And then before I did that, they cleaned him up real quick a little bit, weighed him, measured him, and everything. He weighed 7 pounds, 11 ounces, 20 inches long. So Wayne Michael is his name. And he is, like, very, very precious. He's such a sweet, sweet baby. Bentley just woke up. I think I woke him up. Anyways. They cleaned him up, they cleaned me up, and they asked if I wanted anything, and I said no, just to hold him, skin to skin. So I did that. I said, but I am ready to eat here soon, and they said, okay, well, we gotta get you situated and get him situated. I know, I'm sorry I woke you up. Yep, that's my fault. That is it for this video. That is my labor and delivery story. I know there's a lot more that I want to put out there, but my memory is getting full on my phone, so I have to stop it right here. So if you guys want, I will go live sometime in the future soon. Look out for that information on my Twitter, Instagram, and or Facebook like page. Those are down below. Also check out the other links to my Etsy shop and my YouTubers International Group Facebook page. Ding, down there. Go click on the links. That is it. I love you guys. Live life to the fullest because life's short. So